Hey everyone, it's your fave nurse B. It's like almost midnight. I'm actually about to meditate and get my butt to bed because I got to get up and start all this all over again. But I was just thinking, and I really wanted to get this message out to you all, that it's not all about you, but it starts with you. It's not all about you, but it starts with you, because I was doing some positive self-talk, something that I'm growing into, because I'm realizing that I have blockages in my just in my subconscious mind, and really it's starting to come to the surface, just things that I'm just like, why do I feel that way? Why don't I feel like I can have this, or I can have that, or I can be this, or I can be that? And I'm thinking about my childhood, and I'm thinking about things that happened, and I'm like, why do I keep telling myself these lies? And that's like all these, that's a lot, that's another video. But I say all that to say that, like, you have to start giving yourself pep talks and start really talking to yourself and really building yourself up. We about to get into Leo season. Y'all know I'm into astrology and all that good stuff. And we're about to get into Leo season. It's all about, showing yourself, showing up, having the confidence, taking the risk, putting yourself first, putting yourself out there for people to see, and letting your light shine, like, for real. And I was just thinking in my head, and a lot of times I be thinking about doing videos for y'all, and I like legit say them in my head, or I say them out loud, like when I'm driving. And then I was like, it just turned, like I was starting to say it and think it like how I would tell y'all stuff in a video. And then I just turned it around on myself, like, no, Brandy, you are enough. You can accomplish it. You're creative. You're confident. You have a light that you need to shine even brighter to people, because the brighter that you shine your light, you shine and light your light onto other people, you're going to be able to bring more abundance and happiness and joy into other people's life. But you're only going to be able to do that if you start with yourself and start to build yourself up and shine your light. Don't be afraid. And I know I'm on YouTube, I'm talking in the camera, and it's just like, well, she's not afraid, she on camera looking all regular, and she's not, she's just putting herself out there. But behind the camera, and after the setup and the lights, and at the, usually I put on makeup and all that, behind all that, I'm still a real person. I still have insecurities and things that I go through, and stuff that go in my head day to day. I still have real life things that's happening behind the camera. And I had to remind myself that there's so much that I want to accomplish, so much that I want to do, so much that I've thought about bringing to y'all, and I'll be like, or somebody will say something, or I'll think something, I'll get so insecure, and I just will not do it. I'll just completely not do it. And it's been so many things that I've wanted to do, and y'all don't even know about it because I didn't say it, or because I just shut it down. And I was like, today I've been cleaning up, and I'm going through all this old stuff I got. I'm like, Brandy, why did you stop working on this? Like, oh my goodness, like, if I would have just kept doing this, where could I have been? But I'm not dwelling on the past. I'm just thinking, like, this is my time. You know what I'm saying? This is our time. What the hell are we waiting for? We want to make a difference in people's lives. We want to have a better life for ourselves, for our children, for our families. We want to break generational curses. People talk about this all the time. Break generational curses, But we do. There's cycles that families go through. Cycles of poverty. Cycles of negative thinking. Cycles of abuse. Cycles of trauma that we go through in life. And it's like, somebody got to break it. Somebody got to wake up and break the cycle. And why not it be me? Why not it be you? And so I'm just saying, like, it starts with you. And I just wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all about that. But yeah, it starts with you. Like, work on you, build yourself up. And it's not about putting on makeup. It's not about looking a certain way and everything snatched, everything look good. But really looking at, like, this is the exercise I'm actually going to do. I'm going to do this. We're having a new moon in Leo tomorrow, the 31st. I'm going to put this up either tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, because like I said, I got to meditate and get myself ready for tomorrow. But you can do this anytime, really. But the new moon is tomorrow, July 31st. And then you can do it like 3 days after or 3 days before. But I'm going to post this the day of. So write down things that you said about yourself. So for me, I don't know, well, I do know why, because I know my birth chart, but I have had this thing where like I'll be creative and then I'll second guess myself and be like, no, that's not good enough, that's not gonna work, and I just stop. And I have been in so many creative situations, not just artistically creative, but just things that I was just like, this is a good concept, this is cool, this is different, and I'll start it and then I'll like kind of let it fizzle down. And it's mostly, I realize it's mostly due to lack of confidence and comparing myself to other people and not feeling good enough and feeling like I'm going to be like heavily scrutinized about certain things. So I stopped myself. And so instead of saying, Brandy, you have low self-esteem and you're letting external things that don't even exist stop you from getting stuff done, I just say, I look at people that's doing creative stuff like, man, I wish I could be like that. Like, that's so creative. Like, how can they think like that? And it's just like, Brandy, you have a brain too. Like, you have thoughts too. There's certain things you can do to tap into your creativity. You can make things happen too, and you can put yourself out there as well, just like they did. So just do it. So write down those negative things that you have, where you say, I'm a bad test taker, or, you know, I'm not that good at math, or, you know what, I'm just super unorganized, or I'm just never on time. Or write down all those things that you say about yourself, these negative things that you have built up about yourself. Write all of them down. And you can even do, if you're like type A, you can even just put like categories. My body, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not that. Then you can do like, when it comes to relationships, I'm just not a person that can commit, or I just can't attract the right man. Write down all of that. When it comes to money, I'm just not good at money. Money just, I don't know. Me and money got a bad situation. Write down everything, different categories of your life. I might do that because that'll help you to like really focus your thoughts and really get everything out. But write all that down. Take time for yourself to write all that down, and then I want you to rewrite it. I feel like this was an exercise in the video I watched, or part of an exercise. But anyways, my phone ring. I gotta grab my phone. But let me just tell y'all this real quick. Then underneath it, yeah, I forgot what was I watching. They said to like erase it or something. I don't know. But write all these negative things, right? Then what you can do is you can either erase certain parts of it. So if you say like, I am a bad test taker, you can just put I am and then take out bad and put good, something like that. But you can write underneath it, you can write down something else. Like, you can either erase it and put that, like the more positive adjectives and verbs and stuff like that. You can do that, or underneath each line you can write something to counteract that, or something to undo that lie. So like I told y'all, let me think of something else for myself. Let me think. You know what? I used to be like, oh my goodness, I just ain't got time for this. It's just too much. That right there, that automatically like takes the burden off you and be like, yeah, she don't have time. Instead of, I'll put that as like my lie that I tell myself why I don't get certain things done. I put underneath that, I don't make the time for things that can help me to better myself. Dang, don't that sound horrible? Like, be honest with yourself. And then maybe underneath that you put, I can begin to make time to better myself. It's important for me to better myself, so I make the time to do the things that I enjoy, to do the things that will help to improve my life, to do the things that will help me to get to the next level of my life. I take the time out of my day each and every day to be productive, to get to a better part in my life. Start to rewrite those negative things or those negative thoughts that you had about yourself, especially if it's stuff that you say that makes no sense. Like, you don't have time. No, like, we honestly know we make time. Like meditation, y'all. I've legit for like the past week and a half have been meditating twice a day, every single day. And I did certain things to do it, and it's just like, I got 2 kids. I work from home. Like, I legit got stuff that I got to do around the house. I'm a wife, all that. So, but guess what? I made the time to do it. I have been making the time to do it. And I ain't did this much meditation even when I didn't have kids. Like, so it's just a matter of you rewriting your history, rewriting the narrative, the story, the chapters in your head. It's not all about you, babe, but it starts with you, man. I'm telling you, just look at it. Just look at, it's so crazy. You know, I work with the elderly when I was working at the nursing home. And I remember looking at a picture and I was in my residence room and it was just so, like, it was just all her grandkids, great grandkids, her kids. And I was like, this is amazing. She's like, yeah. She told me it was like 44 or 88, like a crazy amount of them, of her, plus her husband, kids, grandkids, great grandkids. And she said, it's like, I want to say she said like 80 of them, but I'm just going to say 44 because for whatever reason that number popped in my head. And she's like, yeah, it's like 44 of us. And I was like, and I just looked at her and I was just like in amazement because I said, wow. And it just started off with 2 people. She said, yep, just 2 people. And I just, that's why I miss my elderly patients. Oh, they just so beautiful. But it's true, y'all. Like, just me and you, we literally started off with 2 people coming together, and then we create other human beings. They create, like, it's just like, it just really starts off really with one person. It starts with you. You create your reality. You create your world. Like, y'all, like, it's just, I just remember that moment with that resident. I wonder how she doing. But it's just so true, y'all. Like, I love y'all. I gotta go. I think that's Chris calling me, but I love y'all, and I just encourage you to keep working on you, keep doing your work, keep believing in yourself, and do the work. You know, I can keep saying, you know, believe in yourself. You're gonna be a nurse, but do the work. You know, I'm not saying you ain't got to do nothing crazy. Get a pen and a piece of paper and start working on yourself. And this is something that might take a few days, you know, maybe a week. And when you start having those thoughts in your head, like, oh, girl, I ain't got time for you. Like, you know what? I'm making the time because I'm important. I'm important. I got shit to do, okay? I got stuff that I need to accomplish, and I got a life to live. I have things I have to accomplish that I want to accomplish. Don't always say have to do. I gotta do this. I want to do this. I want to accomplish this. Okay, and so I am going to take the time. And don't beat yourself up if one day you slip or whatever. You don't have to start off with a lot. I made the mistake of, I used to be like so motivated. Okay, I'm gonna wake up at this time, do this and that. Right now, I have not been working out. I do take the girls out for walks and stuff, but I have not been working out. I have changed my eating here and there. I've been drinking more fluids and more water and things like that. Yeah, I know I'm a plant-based person though, but I had all these aspirations. I'm about to get the snatch back, da 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 da. But you know what? I'm like, Brandy, start with meditation, because to me, that's like the most important thing, because it helps to quiet my mind, it helps to center me, and it helps me to like take out this whole world. And I don't say, as soon as I sit down and meditate, I'm just like, I mean, I still be having thoughts in my head, and I could do a whole nother video, probably on my other channel, talking about that more as I get more into the practice of meditation. Giving you all my experience and tips and things like that. But I figure I'll start off with that, and then everything else will come. Like when people say, like in the Bible, it says, first ye seek the kingdom and, you know, all your riches and glory, whatever. Basically, start looking to God first, and then everything will fall into place. And that's how I see with meditation. Like, first I had to go within and really connect with my higher self, and then I'll be able to unblock certain things in my life. Like, yeah, I was not thinking about like this like 2 weeks ago. I really was not. It wasn't really like a month ago. It wasn't until I started doing more, like I said, meditating more and quieting my mind more. And like, it happened kind of fast actually. It wasn't until then that I actually started realizing like some of the stuff that I've done to myself, the thoughts that I've had towards myself, that really have been sabotaging me. And I can't believe that I've been able to come this far with these thoughts, because these thoughts have been toxic, honey. And I'm like, girl, if I didn't have these thoughts, I'd be I would be so much farther you know, but everything happens for a reason. But I'm like, wow, like I've been able to accomplish what I've accomplished in life with these thoughts in my mind. How much more can I accomplish? How many more people can I help? How many more people can I touch? And how much more happier could I be, you know, if I just keep doing my work? Whew. I had to let that out to y'all. So please let me know if this resonates with you all. You know, sometimes everything I just be like, Nurse be crazy, y'all. She crazy. I don't know what she talking about. She got her crystals and she burning sage and she meditate. But anywho, I love y'all. Thank you so much, like, for y'all support, for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing my videos, following me. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to, I got a piece of hair I need to snip off. But anyways, following me, like just throughout my journey in life and where I'm going. And I appreciate you all. Make sure you follow the second channel, Stay Forever True. Check out my Etsy shop. I'm going to actually be adding some more items on that shop too. So yeah, I love y'all. And I want the best for all of us. I really do. Beyond money, beyond all that crap. I mean, yeah, money, don't get me wrong now. Money is good. But beyond that, like, I want us to really love ourselves. Like, that's where I'm on right now. Like, just loving myself and just loving myself, y'all. It's so important. When you love you, like, you just open so many doors. Like, that's what I'm realizing. Like, you just open so many doors in your life. When you just start with you and you start loving on you. That don't mean neglecting people. That don't mean saying, you take the kids, I'm gone, I gotta go work on me. That don't mean that, but it's, you know, like, you're still in there, you know you still in there, right? Like, you're not just a mom, a wife, this, that, and the third, or a husband, a father, this, that, and the third. You're in there. Like, the spirit you is in there somewhere, right? So you gotta feed the spirit. Really, you really do. Peace. I probably look like Nurse B, what you been, but I'm just tired, y'all. Let me go get this meditation in and get my butt to bed. All right. I love y'all. Peace.